I am starting out my day finally at like 1 in the afternoon. I hate that. I hate starting my day off like that, but I did get the house clean this morning, and I should say I was wanting to start the vlog off a little bit earlier. Brett and I ended up throwing the turkey in the oven that we've been trying to cook for like a couple days. We threw the turkey in the oven, and so that's cooking. We'll have that for dinner. A lot of little things that need to be done today, and we're getting a late start on it, but it is what it is. If you watched the video before this, Brett was working on shelf brackets for the laundry room, where I'm just kind of slowly updating things, and then here in maybe a month or so I'll be able to go out and do some like big shopping stuff. I want to reorganize the pantry and, you know, do little stuff like that I will take you guys along with me and show you more decor stuff. Yesterday also, if you watched that video, I showed you an Amazon package that I received, and it had a couple like weird ingredients in it, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing with those today. So if you go to Better Homes and Garden, their Instagram page, you might have seen this trend going around that is getting rid of your plastic bags and replacing them with beeswax wraps. That's what I'm doing today. Real nice, Clark. Hopefully this fabric works. It says to get 100% cotton, and I ended up getting these at Walmart in the craft area. They have all that fabric. So basically, first you have to cut them into whatever sizes you want. I don't think that I will need to put them over containers because I have lids for them. Some lids I'm missing. So I have a couple sizes to go over containers. I also have a little bit smaller but longer to go over some big jars, and then I also have this. If there's apples or fruit or something that the kids have eaten half of, I can wrap the fruit up. So I think I'm going to do a couple different sizes in maybe these two colors, and then see how much beeswax I have to make. I don't know if I will have enough. I don't know. I'm just kind of seeing how much this makes. I'm not sure how much it does make. So let me finish cutting these and then move on to the next step. So I'm gonna keep stirring this, and as soon as this is totally melted, I have to quickly move it over to the fabric. So I'm gonna continue to stir this until it melts. And then after that is melted, I quickly brush it on the fabric. I put another thing of parchment paper down, and then you take the iron that's on medium heat, and then you iron over it to kind of push in. I think it's kind of like to set the beeswax and that mixture on the fabric, and it's also to spread it evenly so it's an even layer. And then you peel this up, and then you take the fabric, and I have some parchment paper sitting over there to kind of lay it down. It says that you're supposed to store it in a cool, dry place, and my kitchen's a little hot, so I don't know where I'm going to store it, but we'll see how this turns out. I realized that I did not have enough water in here. I think it said to fill it up halfway. Well, I did not fill it up halfway, and I don't think there was enough water in here to heat the jar in order to melt. You want everything to melt together, and I don't think there was enough water in here. So when I tried to add a little bit more water with the jar still in here, I ended up dumping the jar, so water got into this jar with the beeswax and everything, and I had to toss it, which totally stinks. But I ended up adding more water. So if you do this, make sure you fill it up halfway. Take a knife to stir it, and I'm pretty sure I will not be using this mason jar again, or I'll keep it just for this. But it's definitely sticky, and it's gonna take a little bit of time for this all to melt together. It said on medium heat, so I'm gonna turn up the heat a little bit and see if that heats this up a little bit better. But it is starting to melt. I can tell the beeswax is melting first, but the pine resin stuff is not. I mean, it's melting, but it's definitely going to take a little bit longer. So I'm going to continue to stir this, and then as soon as this is done, add the jojoba oil, and then I'll quickly pull it over here to finish that up. It is finally starting to get super runny. I went back to the video and realized that the pine resin that they got was in powder form. The stuff that I got is in like crystallized chunks basically, and so it probably is taking a lot longer for this stuff to get melted. But when I looked on Amazon, I know I bought the right stuff because it said it was for Beeswax Wraps. So I know it's the right stuff for it, but it's just not what they had in their video. So now it's really starting to become liquefied. I think it's working, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing this to the rest of the colors that I have, and I will show you what they are like here in just a second. So I just got done making them. I'm going to explain really quick because I need to go get Dalton and Dalen from school. Basically, I don't know. I think I'm kind of in the middle with making them. They did turn out. They're definitely a lot darker. And next time I will probably try to find a like a pattern paper. This was the first one that I did. And I thought that you had to get every square inch of this. So you can see that there's a little bit more beeswax. There's a little bit more wax on this one. And so I think this is probably gonna be a little too much. It's even like sticky. Where the second one that I did, I didn't have to make sure that every square inch of it was covered. I did it more lightly because once that iron is on top of there, it will kind of distribute it all over and kind of coat it for you. And so this one turned out.
Yeah, babe.
I'm explaining these beeswax things. What? I made those beeswax things.
Oh, yeah?
This one, I kind of missed some spots, but you can tell that they will take, here I'll just kind of pretend with this. You can tell that they will take the shape and they stick. I just probably got a bunch of dust on that one. That's great. Okay.
Can you eat this?
I don't know if, no.
No? What is this?
That's, you mix this and this together and then a little bit of this. And then that's the coating.
What is this?
Just oil.
You can drink this. It's moisturizing for skin, hair, and body.
and that's for your inside of your body.
Oh yeah.
Shoot, I forgot my coffee. Crap. Yeah, I kind of have mixed thoughts on that. Like I said, if you have the time, I think they're pretty cool. But it is a lot just to make the something that you could just put in a Ziploc bag. It's almost like you have to outweigh the environment part of it versus how practical it is just to throw it in a Ziploc bag. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm kind of in the middle with it. So hopefully that helps. Oh, the other tip of advice, if you make them, I would use a very heavy jar with a handle. That was so nice to be able to pick it up, to set it on a plate, and then to dip it and put it on the fabric. But yeah, hopefully that helps if you were thinking about making the beeswax wraps. I also know you can buy them. You can buy the wraps, but it's kind of cool to make them, and probably cheaper, and you could get a lot more out of it. Like I have a ton of the ingredients left to probably make, I don't even know, 20 or 30 of those, the wraps. So I don't know. I just got home with the kids, and Dalton, every Friday he does a science experiment with his class. He's gonna show Brett the science experiment, and he's really excited. He's gonna make a water bomb. He came home and said, I'm gonna make a water bomb.
Here, look at Dad.
Yeah, I know, but
Don't take it out. Don't take it out right here.
Don't take it out.
no. But look, if you go like that.
Well, if that was a mess.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Look, guess how much hot bucks this was?
How many?
100.
Why did
Dalen
you buy this?
bought that.
Nuts.
I know. Dalen bought
I
that.
ordered over 100.
I know, but stop. Save them up, baby. Nutcase. Yeah, just don't let it flop off, too.
I also don't want it to splash and hit you.
No, I ain't worried about that. I just want to get it. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. There you go.
That looks
Alright,
good.
let's throw some shit on top.
Why are you so nice to your brother? I mean, that's a good thing, but
But yeah, he's not nice to her.
she went upstairs to grab him clothes.
Pajamas.
But damn ice. Dalen, you're gonna go far, kid.
You get satisfaction out of making other people happy. That's a good quality to have.
Alright.
What was that?
It's all Mario.
Nope. 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 Oh my gosh, I have that turkey baster.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like that. Just kind of dunking this.
Where is it, Mom?
The turkey looks good. Well, it's a little late now, babe. Feels
Right.
really good. It tastes really good too. Like a buttery garlic.
There.
Proud of you.
Why are you proud of me? You act like I'm 16.
Proud of you.
Oh, it's my first turkey on that dumb thing, dude.
I'm gonna make mashed
Right,
potatoes,
inside the cherry.
stuffing,
Hold
corn. We're just gonna have like a big Thanksgiving dinner over here, but I need to do dishes
Feel.
because it's a little
It's hot.
embarrassing.
Feel, push. Right there.
The boys
Push.
are gonna cut up the turkey.
Push. Feel it?
It
Feel
just
how hard
like
it is?
after I came home from picking the kids up from
So the
school,
blade, there's a bone right here somewhere. Look.
it just like hit me. Like I'm tired, no motivation, and I hate that. All right, clearly we scooped in here, but I ended up making cheesy mashed potatoes, stuffing, corn, and turkey. So we are gonna sit down and eat. I really need to go out my garage and stain and paint that stuff. I'm just so drained for some reason, so tired. So I'm not sure what we're doing for the rest of the night, but I will check in with you guys in just a little bit. What are you doing? Are you waiting for me, pretty boy?
Brooke?
Yeah.
stuffing?
So this looks really pitiful and it looks not good. This is supposed to be really thick and pillowy, but I think I stirred it too much. And then this cake will soak in all of the liquid, and so it'll be like really moist. And then you put this on top. Yeah, I think that's about it. It's about 7 o'clock now, so I'm probably gonna take my makeup off, get my pajamas on, watch a movie with my family, and eat a big chunk of this tres leches cake.
Pickles.
Pickles? You want pickles? Sure, why not? You want some of this tres leches cake?
Yes.
And pickles, or just the cake? Just the cake? Okay. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us again today, and I will see you guys very, 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 very soon. Good night.